in the book now, I have done the first cleanup, and it's 3011 record. So it's 3011 people. And I think that's what we should have in Wikidata and so on. And it looks rather good now. I will double check with the book. And please, also, if you check, it would be excellent. Then we have 3347 people in Wikidata. And that means that we say that this is people who are part of the first chamber or the second, and someone has added that. So it's 3346. So then it's a diff on about 400 people. Number articles of those for those people in Wikipedia is 3337, so it's nearly the same. Today, 1700 people has a connection to the book, but we are changing our quotation style now. So we are adding from your PDF what page it is on and in what volume, and that will take some time. We have this link to SPA, but it would be better if you had some more official one. The way we will quote now is that we have this named after. Sorry, I run it to Swedish now. Name here, Eriksson in Gåvotorp, and then the quotation style should be, now we have double here, check. Should be the reference to the book, number 2, page 210. He is mentioned as Eriksson in Gåvotorp. And we also use Swedish now, as it's a Swedish book. And this is the book name. So this is how we will quote him. And then we add for them first the parties. And that's done manually right now. So then we go and check. And here we could have some skill problem that we don't understand if it's protectionist is no problem. Förenade högerpartiet, I guess, is also easy, and N is Första kammarens nationella parti. What would be nice is if you could check or set up what date you think parties are for. What we have is that it was founded in 1912. We have kortnamn here, and we also use the alias up here. So that's what's used in this other book. And then we have a color for this one. We have a color. We have followed by högern, previous to Förenade högerpartiet. And if we check in the article, they have some more text, but I think we have in the metadata most of it. So that means that people like this should be mentioned. What we don't track today, I think, maybe we did, is if they were the chairman of the party. Here we have, he was the chairman of Sweden. Here we have also, so someone has done a good work here. Baltasar is doing enormous amount. So they have added when he was, but there's no source. I guess good enough source is, and here you can see we have this old style of quotation where we don't mention what page it is and so on. So here we can see the protektionist FH Vilde. They have different brands of Vilde. So that's some kind of constellation also they are part of. And I think a good pattern is that we try to add all those for the people. And then I guess we could see down here that they were chairman of the party and so on. So, and then I also have this one, which is where we have connected. So this is every of those 1700 which are connected to this book. They have also party information. So what you see here is that from those 1700, 133 has a connection to Liberala Samlingspartiet. And if we click on this one, I think I have done it, so it's the link to this page. And then we can see he was LibS, which is the abbreviation for Liberala Samlingspartiet. Of those, here we have Vilde also, and we have different Lib-Vildes, and you have Vänster-Vilde, Mod-Vilde. But I try to steal what they have. So what we check here, the black one is where we don't have a party. And lesson learned is that a lot of people don't have a party in this book. And I think depends what time. Here we have one who should have LMP. I have this plug-in here, so which means that when I click on it, it looks up this URL and say that this is the Wikipedia article and so on. So I recommend installing it if you should jump around. So here we can jump then to the API of this one, and we could jump to but it was not so much interesting things here. We can go to the article. The challenge with Wiki world is that everyone can do whatever they want. And we have disagreements a lot. And one thing is if this box here should go from Wikidata or not. So sometimes this data doesn't reflect what you see in Wikidata, but this case we can see it says redigera Wikidata, so then it's from Wikidata. So it's a small chaos, and here we can see we have the all format because it doesn't say book number and page number. So in this one I will go in and update the quotation style, which means we should have band named as page and this language. And this is Beronius, and then I go over to your PDF, and it's 550 then. And then I need to, as we have, the model in Wikidata is normally good enough, but this time it's not, because we denormalize it. We don't. If you should have a quotation like this, you have to put it on every statement it confirms. So then I have to go through. Maybe I've had to write some tools for updating. I will check for that tomorrow, I think. Good, that's all. But don't hesitate. We can share screen and if you have more questions.